Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I told you I was coming back. I always come back. And thank you for all my subscribers that keep coming back. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And the ones of you that are lurking around, hit that subscribe button. Hit it, hit it. And also everybody thumbs up, because that helps me grow. And I also want you to follow me on Instagram. But today, we're going to talk about when are you going to leave that 9-to-5 job that you've been talking about, or that job that you hate. But first, I'm going to talk about a YouTuber that I love. And I'm going to say her name wrong, but I'm going to end up putting her picture up there. And her name is iheanacho. And I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, and I'm not going to say the last name. But she's like an internet daughter to me, and she stays in another country. But I'm definitely going to put up a picture. She has a lot of life in her. She's a mom. She's a wife. And if you go and see her channel, you will fall in love with her. Every time she puts up a video, and she better put up some more. As soon as I see it's time for, she's put a new video and the notification comes, I go right to it. And I know you will do the same. You will love her. But again, you know what I'm going to say. Let's go. Now, I know a lot of you out there really want to leave your jobs. And I know we're staying in a hard financial time. But my question is, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to work for yourself or even contract out from someone? Life is so short. Before you know it, as I, in my lifetime, stayed on one job for 15 years and hated it the majority of the time, before you know it, that time went by like that. You're going to have to be brave. And not only brave, you're going to have to be fearless. You need to come up with a plan. But I want you to know, and this is what somebody told me before I made the leap, you will never be ready. Never 100% ready. At some point, you're going to have to make that faith, and you're going to have to leap over. You're like, yeah, right. But like I said, how bad do you want to either work for yourself, find another job? How bad do you want it? And I always say, if you really focus on something, it ends up materializing. When you really think about things that you got in your life, you really have thought about it for hours. I can remember working at the bank, looking out the window and just said, I need to get out of here. And you don't know when, you don't know how, or how it's going to work out, but it's going to work out. And how you know that it's the right thing, because everything tends to fall into place once you let go of that fear and you become fearless. I really wasn't quite ready, but it was time to go. And I had a mortgage. I had 2 children, were really 2 teenagers. And it was kind of good that I got to be home with them. And we didn't have any medical. You lose everything when you lose your job. But just so happened, I was able to get insurance for me and the boys. And what I did, I kind of prepared before, and I end up watching kids. But get this, when you leave, it might not be the dream job, what you're looking for, a dream career, because I really didn't know what I was looking for. I knew I loved pregnant women, and maybe the first jump was the kids. And after a while, like it just fell out the sky, it was years later, but I ended up becoming a doula and would have never done that if I stayed at the bank. And to me, I was born for that. I always loved pregnant women, and I got to do that. The last career job in my life before I retired. So you never know where it's going to take you. You never know. And I know some of you are saying, I need that paycheck. I need that paycheck. Yes, you do. You surely do. You need a paycheck. But are you living from paycheck to paycheck? Because that's what I was doing. And I used to watch people that work for themselves. You come in the bank, I'd be like, how did they make it? How did they do that? How? How did they make it? Then I would see them come in with large checks. Then I would see them come in with small checks. But they always seem to have a smile on their face, and I knew they worked hard. And remember, if you're going to work for yourself, even if you're going to contract out for somebody, you are going to work hard. But I bet you won't be living paycheck to paycheck. I bet it will give you the freedom to kind of slow down. Because I say when you're in the working world, it's like a rat race. You're running, you're running. Then once you step off, I always say the train, when you leave a job or a place you just don't like, it's like you slow down and you inhale, and then it's a new start in your life. And you don't want to say, I wish I could have. I should have did that 10 years ago. I should have did that 15 years ago. I should have did that last year. And like I even said with YouTube, I should have did it 5 years ago. I didn't even think about it. Who would have ever thought I would have been in YouTube? Who would have ever thought my son would have been in Australia? You do not know where life is going to take you in this world. But you shouldn't be somewhere where you're unhappy. Every morning you're dreading to get up. I remember I used to take a month's vacation, 4 weeks straight. And I will walk out the bank door and be dreading to know I'm coming back in 4 weeks. Are you there yet? Are you there yet? I'm telling you, we have a short lifespan. And it goes by like this. I just talked to my son the other day, and he was talking about, I lost like 10 or 20 years. I don't know where it went. He's 40 now. And that's how it is. It just goes by in a blur is what it is, especially when you're unhappy. And I try to tell a lot of people this because I experience it, that it can be done. If you think outside that box, and it's even like buying a home. Some people say, I cannot afford a home. Then that's when you start thinking outside the box. It might not be that home that's ready as soon as you walk in, turnkey ready. It might be a home that's not in the neighborhood exactly where you want it to be. But how bad do you want it? How bad does it have to be turnkey ready? Do you have to have that perfect job when you leave? No, you do not. Because like I say, once you get fearless, then you get braver each time you go. Because once I stopped keeping the kids, then my next hop into me being a doula, I was a lot braver. Did I have some fear in me? Yes. But you know what? I did it, and happy I did it. And I know if you do it, you're going to be happy too. So you start thinking about a side hustle. Something that you can do. Something you have a passion about. Something you love. It could be the stock market. It could be a pharmacy tech. It could be you working from home because your kids now are going to be teenagers and you need to keep your little eye on them. But believe me, think about it. Get in the corner and hear that quiet little voice I always tell people about. There's always something in there will tell you what you need to do or what you want to do and when to do it. But again, like I said, when you think about it, it materializes. Then you have to be willing to jump, and then you have to become fearless. And at the end of this, I'm going to say, yes, we are living in trying times. We are living where jobs being done away with. And then you're like, oh my goodness, how am I going to pay the mortgage? How am I going to pay the lights, water? Oh, I've been there. I know. Don't think I don't know. A book cannot teach me what I know about leaving a job. But I'm telling you, and I'm going to say it again, you can do it. You can do it. Okay, I'm not going to make this long. We're making this short and sweet. And again, I am Betty J. Gathers, daughter of Jean Grey. Please come back and hit that thumbs up button because it helps me grow. Follow me on Instagram and come back. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit it. I dare you. And again, I will see you again. And what am I going to say? Here we go.